Friday, November 18th. This is kind of a morning SPY update here. We're about an hour and a half into trading, and you can see from the open near the top of the pre-market range, we've started down, and so far at the moment we have a bit of a red day. We're still above the midpoint of yesterday, so it's a little tricky in terms of the bias. What we had here on the 15-minute chart, we had a pretty big red bar to start. I was looking for the red to green to kind of start right in here. It didn't really develop. Instead, we came down to yesterday's close, the yellow line, and now we're kind of getting a green inside bar. That's not really the classic red to green move that I look for, so it's a little tricky in terms of how to play this morning and where it's going to end up. I'm still biased to the upside. This would be the area you should get a little follow through to the upside, but you have kind of a fair value gap in here that could cause resistance on any little move up. If we only go to the halfway point of the first move down on any kind of rally and then start lower, that could mean, maybe we are failing on this day, and you can try that trade. But then if we kind of come down and hold this area and start green again, maybe we're going to head up. The bottom line is we're not really heading up anywhere near above the pre-market highs. That's what I was anticipating kind of after this green bar yesterday, kind of now working to the top of this range again. But if you really look at it closely, what we did was on this 2 update today, we did take out our first target, which was this bar right here. So maybe we're just getting a compound broadening action of this one bar, and we're just going to kind of, it's possible we even fail on the day. So it's hard to say. But in terms of the actual trading, even though the SPY itself really didn't give you any signal, and I'm not really confident this is a red to green move at the moment. There were some individual stocks. I was focused on the retail stocks. I bought Home Depot aggressively red to green. I was able to take a small gain in here. I even bought Walmart red, trying to buy the inside bar breakout. I was able to, I didn't like what I saw, so I exited a break even here. And I actually had a really nice trade on Target where I bought the red to green move here on Target, and that followed through nicely. So, if you're watching the individual stocks, the retail sector was the strongest out of all of them. Many other stocks like Nvidia and the techs were heading lower, so they weren't really on the buy list. So, it was still an opportunity to, take advantage of the upward move today. But the SPY itself is very tricky. So I'm almost going to call it a day for my trading unless something obvious pops up between now and the close. It's a Friday, and we're just going to have to see how this bar ends. And, right now, as long as we hold above the midpoint, the bias is up, but I don't really see any real momentum above the pre-market highs. And I guess it's possible by the end of the day, we kind of fail and take out this low here and move, below the midpoint of this day. If that would happen, then, maybe we're going to get a really weak close by the end of the day. But it's just tough to say. So let's just see how it ends up, and I'll do a SPY recap and a weekend recap at the end of the day.